So hello YouTube. Today I am here. Let me turn on my ring light. Okay. Today I am here with new experiment. As you know, I have been using this subwoofer in my home audio system for experiment from so many days. So this is compact subwoofer box designed for car audio system basically, and they have used polyfill inside to make it feel bigger. Let me show you from that side. So you can see over here there is polyfill inside. So I never recommend to use polyfill inside the ported enclosure. Okay, it ruins the tonal performance, and polyfill is not recommended to be used in ported enclosure. You will get this polyfill benefit in the sealed enclosure only. Now I have connected this same it has same subwoofer, just the enclosure is bigger, made of wood. Okay, so this doesn't have polyfill inside. Okay, this is pure MDF, and this is a full size enclosure. This should be around 55 to 60 liters. This is compact, 30 to 35 liters only. This is compromised box so that it will get in easily in any kind of car. Okay, so this is just a experiment that bigger box matters even in home audio. Then my answer is definitely yes. You should get, especially in fact in home audio, you should get bigger box than recommended in car audio. If manufacturer recommends 2 cubic feet enclosure for the subwoofer, then you should go for 2.5 or 3 cubic feet, so that you will get the full benefit of your subwoofer. So by full benefit I mean you will get low frequency bass, deep bass. Okay, not the boomy bass which this one used to give. Okay, this is way boomy. Okay, and this is not that boomy. This goes down, and you will see the subwoofer flex is way better than this one. I'm using the same 20 years old amplifier, that's actually home theater system, and I'm giving it hardly 50 to 100 watt RMS, I guess. I don't know the actual RMS wattage, but that's just for trial purpose. This is just an experiment, but you will see the subwoofer is moving a lot in this new enclosure. Okay, so that's because this is green box. This is called green box because this takes lower energy, lower current from amplifier, and gives better amplification, better output in practical days. Okay, so here your subwoofer will be happy, your amplifier will be happy in bigger box, and that will be win-win situation for your car as well as home audio. So now let's play some music. I will keep the camera here so that you can have the demo of Flex. This is the NCS songs, not from NCS channel. Okay, these I searched on internet, and you will find this playlist on my channel itself. was the demo. Now let me give you the audio demo from all the angles of room. In home audio, you will realize that you get different kind of bass on all the corners of the room. So I will move around and will play same song again on same volume. This hits sweet spot. I can feel vibrations in this bed. I am standing over here. So this was the demo. I made this video to make the comparison between the small enclosure and big enclosure. I always recommend guys to have the green setup. Okay, I've seen people having 3 subwoofers in the small boot space, and that is not gonna work. And same way I have seen people using prefabricated enclosure, the small enclosure which are designed to go in any car, and that is also not going to work well. Okay, I always recommend to invest in good custom made enclosure that will go for lifetime. Tune your amplifier for the clean, distortion free signal and you will be happy for years. There are few people abroad who have good knowledge of car audio and they tune their setup themselves by digital multimeter or any oscilloscope. Oscilloscope will be expensive in India, so I recommend using the digital multimeter, and I will make another video how to use it. I already uploaded one video on gain tuning, you can check it out. And if you don't understand anything from that video, I am making one simple video with the practical demo how to tune the gain, okay, very soon. So that was all regarding this setup. Now benefits I am getting from this bigger subwoofer is my amplifier is staying cool now. Even though it's tiny amplifier, this is just an experimental setup. I can buy a Crown XLS series amplifier dedicated, but I already done that in the past. You can check out my video. I had NX RX 4000, that was NX audio amplifier, that was 3200 watt RMS amplifier, but it started rattling all the windows and doors of my whole bungalow, so I removed that setup. So are car audio subwoofers worth it trying in home audio? Then my practical answer is no. Okay, so you will see this big mess over here, but the output, the audible output of bass and the tonal frequency, tonal clarity of bass is not impressive, even though you buy any high-end subwoofer. Okay, so my recommendation will be, if you are not here to just make the noise in your home by the bass, then you should not go for car audio subwoofer. If you have the amplifier lying around, the home audio DJ amplifier or something like the old home theater setup or something, and you have also lying around the car subwoofer in your home, then you can do this experiment, enjoy for few days and then sell it off or use it in your car as per your choice. That is my recommendation. But for long term usage, home audio subwoofers are different. They have bigger XMAS, they have different QTS, QMS parameters, and so they are designed to perform well in home audio situations. So that was all regarding this comparison. I don't want to make this video lengthy for you guys, and if you have any different questions, drop your comments below. Stay tuned, live loud.